Chris Warren.
Match between Chris Warren and the retail match.
And a pretty good way of psyching an opponent to open with another strike.
Well, let's look at some stats as we try to figure this last match. The tournament leaders won 7 out of 8 weeks this year. The average today is 213. That's a little about 3 pins higher than the normal average. Open frames 5, but 13 strikes on the left lane and only 7 on the right. So Monacelli will be finishing on the left.
The 8 on the right lane for Monacelli, who lost in the finals here in 1987 to Leroy Bornhop.
The style of Monacelli, the good high push away, the high pronounced backswing, hand open. This hard snap of the wrist, and he leaves a solid 8. Good shot to start with. He was not rewarded as an easy spare.
And from Amleto, just back from 2 weeks vacation in Venezuela, an open frame.
Just amazing that a player of his stature could miss a single pin like that. And over the years, what Monacelli has improved more than anything was his spare making. Cuts his hook down, but obviously he doesn't have it perfected as he misses a simple spare, the 8 pin, to open the match.
Getting the ball.
That's one way we got
from Venezuela.
Key frame for Chris Warren. He's had 5 open frames. Now we know he has struck 14 times on the left because he started with a strike on the left-hand lane, but only has 7 on the right. If he can hit this lane, he's going to have the match well in hand.
Double off.
Doubling here in our championship match.
Don Rosa. And
Risk 20,000 to the victor, 10-5 to the runner-up.
Chris Warren has made the big jump in the 42nd and final game last night as he shot 257 to leap from about 8th spot all the way up to 5th. Now he's trying to make it number 1.
Three-bagger, and quickly Amleto Monacelli looks to Harry Golden, Frank Esposito, and Kevin Shippey for a re-rack on the right lane.
Chris Warren playing 2 different lines. On the left-hand lane, he's going very wide, as you see right here, out to the very first board, snapping it back. About a 6-degree angle attack to the pocket, and he's got to like it. This is his favorite lane. Taking advantage of that early double, makes it 3. He has a 31-pin lead.
Now after the re-rack, Monacelli, bowler of the year last year. Strike up. He won't back off. You can be sure of that. This year, his best finish was 3rd at Pinole, which Chris Warren won. And then he was 4th in Las Vegas, 4th in Grand Prairie, and 4th in New Orleans.
The shot clock, 25 seconds. Monacelli, right now the best player in the world, but has not won so far this year. His opponent, Chris Warren, doesn't even look. You can tell by the crowd reaction what Monacelli gets.
And another 8 for Monacelli.
Well, the championship pair is playing much differently from the left lane to the right lane. The left lane, 49 there, Monacelli and Warren can seemingly throw the ball as wide as they want. They can start the ball right here and go all the way out to the edge back to the pocket. Where on the right-hand lane, they must go straighter down. Chris Warren has conquered the right-hand lane fairly well, and so far that's the difference in the match.
All right. We're in our championship game, head-to-head. Amleto Monacelli going against Chris Warren. Having defeated Missouri now over Oklahoma State 82-72, they'll face the winner of OU Kansas, which will be played later.
Warren Hannon's
Chris Warren dumbfounded.
What?
leaving the 2-4-8-10.
2-4-8-10 has only been converted one time on the PBA Tour in the championship round on ABC. That was by Mark Williams, and he got the ball over in this area and actually slid the 2-pin over in the 10, and the 4 took out the 8. You have to play the big hook and be a little bit lucky. He's trying it that way. Pretty close, really.
So it's 84 pins to the 4th frame for Chris Warren, winner of 3 matches. And now 6 pins separate our 2 finalists. 6 pins.
In the last 3 matches, every time Chris Warren had a chance to just put it away early, he made a mistake. This time he made a mistake against the best bowler in the world, and now he only leads by 6.
At the last moment, down with the 9.
Boy, took out that 9.
That had to be a confidence builder at this point of the championship game.
Watch the ball. It'll cut through the 1, 3. It should deflect off the 5 and take out the 9. It doesn't. The 2-pin comes off the sideboard and gives some help.
Spare working. High hit. 4, 7, 10.
The right-hand lane has given everyone trouble, including Chris Warren, but right now he has dug a deep hole for himself. Monacelli has the 4-7-10, needs to get the ball over in the 4-7 zone, slide that 4 into the 10.
So for Monacelli, the tournament leader, his second open frame in this title game.
Monacelli, who trails by 20, has to collect his thoughts. The main thing is to keep hitting the lane that you like. He's been very close on the left-hand lane every time. So keep striking on the left-hand lane, figure out the right-hand lane, and he can make it a close match. He only trails by 20 through 6.
Good comeback as he did in the second frame following an open. Chris Warren, who was qualified for match play 12 times, has made the top 5 8 times. He had 1 title.
Same opportunity he had in the 4th to put the match in hand. Let's see if he can strike here.
Well, that's it.
Little body English, hoping to take out the 10.
Good shot by Warren, sends it a little bit wide, doesn't quite knock out the 10. See the angle of Chris Warren playing extreme inside line with his feet and extreme outside line with the ball. A bowling lane 42 inches wide, he's using a lot of it.
All right, you just joined us, Chris Warren in his 4th match. 202 Mark Williams 186, 201 over Don Mosier's 172. And in the last game, with 8 strikes, 236, Tony Marisi's 196. Won at Pinole this year.
Chris Warren, the only player on the tour to cash in all 9 tournaments so far this year. He's 9 for 9. He'd like to win his 2nd title of the year right now.
And if he does, he'll add 20,000 to his 31,000. Remember, he's 26 years old. Long way to go, and Monacelli is 28, 6 titles.
It's getting must time for Monacelli. If he strikes here, the match will only be a 10-pin difference. What a super break Amleto gets here in the 7th frame. Now watch the action of the 2-pin. That's the 3rd pin on the left-hand part of the screen. It disappears to the sideboard, drives behind the 4, just gives it a little love tap, knocks out the 4. Monacelli has finally struck on the right-hand lane. He likes it, and he has a chance to even the match with a strike here in the 8th.
does it.
But they made it 3.
His actual first victory came in the Japan Cup. Prior to that, he had finished second 6 times.
Well, you see how wide a hook Amleto Monacelli throws, and for you people that bowl on short oil, you can say, well, I can hook it that much, but this is 45 feet of oil, not 24 feet. The match is all 8 frames.
And Chris Warren bends one into the pocket for his double late in the game. Monacelli has strung 3.
Both these players taking about as big an angle of attack you can take to the pocket. We believe that'll be about 6 or 7 degrees when you come in from the very last board in the last 15 feet as you study the face of Monacelli. Contemplating what he must do in the last 2 frames, Warren to retake a 20-pin lead.
Oof. Warren hit 3 in a row, so he took out that 7th point.
So now Monacelli with 3 in a row will be shooting in the foundation night. And
he puts it on him. His best shot rips the rack, just destroys all 10 pins with a light hit. And he let Monacelli know that he came to play. Now Monacelli must strike to keep pace.
watch this corkscrew shot. Last year was phenomenal. The end of the year, won back-to-back tournaments, became the PBA Player of the Year. Chris Warren never looks at his opponent, nor does Monacelli.
Monacelli, when he came out on the tour almost a decade ago, could throw the strike ball like this, but never so disciplined, never take his time, never keep everything under control as he has in this match. Now he needs a strike here in the 10th to make it all even.
Monacelli does just that.
And what back?
Greater angle on his look away. He did a 90-degree look away, and he's still looking 90 degrees away. But the cheering tells what happened.
Well, the match is all even. We're set up for a possible tie, but no matter what Monacelli does, he can go out for 234, stringing 7 strikes in a row to finish the game. Chris Warren still has a possible 244.
This type of performance makes you want to go out and try the game.
Oof.
Well, those stringing them late when the pressure's on speaks well for vacation every now and then.
Here comes thousands of miles of running. Here comes thousands and thousands of games of practice. And here comes the best bowler in the clutch right now. He has a chance to win.
Is admitting that Monacelli is performing. Chris Warren really perspiring. He's won 3 games and now the big one.
Got
That's the
8.
6-10.
So Warren will need a strike, 9 sparing 7, that double.
Game. Now, the big shots coming up for Chris Warren.
A short pin count, 8, has allowed Chris Warren to win this tournament by just getting 1 strike on this ball or the next.
Oh,
No, not yet.
That sets up the possibility of a tie match. No, it doesn't. As our statistician, Butch Soper, says, it is all over. Monacelli wins.
Very good. Look at this. In tears, Amleto Monacelli, now comforted by Teresa, his wife. Touching Columbus, Ohio. 232. That was what Monacelli shot. Chris Warren, congratulations now.